What's going on, guys? It's Walk Escape here. It's been a minute, I know. I've been playing RuneScape instead of making YouTube videos, but hey, you've been doing the same thing, so let's not point fingers here. Regardless, Jagex put out a new update pretty recently, and I'm chilling here on Alderaan, which is a little weird because I wouldn't have thought much would have been left after. But what can I say? You know, can't argue with reality. This island survived the devastation, and along with it, mastering Mixology, the new herb lore minigame down these steps. Now, this is what I was looking forward to for this update. A lot of people were looking forward to this one, and the reviews have been pretty mixed from the community, but I've spent now an ungodly amount of time here, so I feel qualified to rate it. Let's go through the gameplay, the rewards, the music track, and see how it stacks up. Okay guys, first and most important step to this minigame, before you get started, pull out your biggest flex pet. Now this is a safe minigame. I know you're a coward and you're scared of those death fees, but don't worry, you spent hours and hours grinding for this stuff. You can finally show them off safely instead of shoving them in your bank, not even feeding them. You need to call PETA on you sickos. After you've gotten that handled, you're gonna want some paste for this minigame. So pick the herb you wanna sacrifice. There's a chart up here on the left. You can think through that yourself. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. You want a lot of each of these. If you want any rewards worth a damn, start out with like 10k of each. Probably need like 50,000 or so to really get this done, but do what you want to do. Now, first thing that Jagex did here that's a problem. They've offered optionality. You can see I click on the refiner once, I just let that inventory go. It's basically cooking, super AFK and easy to do. Just sit back. Now, option 2 is you can just spam the refiner and get it done way quicker. So what they've done here is they've catered to two types of players. And in doing that, they've pissed off everyone. Because as a RuneScaper, if you play differently from me, I hate you, and you're wrong. Not only that, but neither of these should be the options. See what this should have been? All right, check this out. We play a clicking simulator out here. You should have to use each herb individually, as if you were cleaning them. All right, that should be the only way to get it done. 0 out of 10 for the refinement on the paste. But it is what it is. Get it done. I'll meet you over at the main minigame. So once you've got all of your paste ready, there's once again two ways to approach this minigame. Now let's start with Mindset A, better known as the Filthy Casual. Now, this is for people who don't want to pay as much attention, probably have other interests than RuneScape, interpersonal relationships, other disgusting things of that nature. So if you just want to be here and enjoy your time, this is what you're going to do. Load up the hopper with the paste you have and get the Mastering Mixology plugin so that you don't have to think about these alliterated words. Just make it easy. You're going to have 3 potions every time. You've got them nice and color-coded. Order does matter. So what you're going to want to do is make every potion one at a time. So our first is AAM or green, green, blue. Pull those, come over to the middle, move on to your next one. MMA. Boom. Easy. MMA again. All right, you're gonna want to make every potion every time because Jagex updated it. They have already made this easy scape and given you a reward for making all the potions every time. So if you want the chill approach, just do it every time. Don't worry. Click on it and wait. Get all of your extra AFK time in there. You disgusting casual. Hate you. But you're having a good time, so I guess you have that on me. Process all of them. None of the tables have anything different if you're just gonna chill out. And once you've got them all made, drop them on the conveyor belt and make your way towards the rewards. Rinse and repeat. Boom. Easy as that. Okay, now that we've gotten the basics out of the way for people who actually enjoy their lives, let's jump into those sweaty virgin strats for my fellow enlightened players who want to spend as little time here as possible. First off, each table has a different mechanism to take advantage of to reduce your time. This one on the left here, wait 5 ticks, it'll turn green, click it, you'll skip about half of the progress bar, saving you valuable time. On the right, the cauldron, just spam click that shit, should cut your time roughly in half. And then last but not least, if you're making something at the northern table, it's also a green glow, but it's not a set amount of time, you just gotta wait for the prompt. So just keep an eye on it, don't allow yourself any relaxation, and then deposit your potions. Good to go. Okay, a quick note on choosing which potions you want to make and which you want to ignore. This is a bit more art than science, but I like the ones that have at least 2 ingredients. The mix-a-lots with all 3 are the absolute best, but with this order, I see I've got 3 potions, each with 2 or more ingredients, so I decided I'm going to make them all and get that 40% bonus. sometimes you'll have 2 potions that are all Aga or all Lie. And in my mind, those really aren't worth doing because you don't get as many of the reward points. There's 3 reward currencies. You want to maximize them all. Here, perfect. Here, I'm only going to make the ALA and then move on and get a new set of orders. You can kind of play around with what you like. Sometimes if they're all the cauldron, I'll go ahead and make them all because then I can just keep spamming it over and over again. There's a lot to overthink here, so your ADHD brain never has to be idle. That's pretty cool. And finally, the last thing to look out for is these digweeds cropping up while you make your potions. You can use those on any finished potion to double the value. So I like to save them for mix-a-lots because they give 20 of each reward currency and you can double it to 40. Then you finish the order, you get even more. Big brain strats, big reward points. And speaking of the reward points, you may be wondering, why have I sat here for 10 hours bashing my head against my desk? Well, my friend, it is for these beautiful rewards. Some pretty straightforward. Prescription goggles, for instance, 10% chance to save on your secondary. That's a pretty good one. It's a pretty cheap one. We got the Alchemist's Amulet, basically a better amulet of chemistry. It's 15% instead of 5% of making a 4-dose. Both of those pretty good, all right? But let's get into the real good ones here. First off, everyone's favorite, the Chugging Barrel, the most expensive reward. Lets you pre-pot all at once, and this is pretty cool, guys, because it'll save you maybe 3 ticks before a raid. So let's say you do 2 raids an hour, you've saved about 6 ticks. Time to get this thing, maybe 14 hours. So in about 60 years of playing 8 hours a day, which is conservative, you should finally make up for lost time on this one. Very sensible price on this reward, Jagex. I couldn't commend you more. Next up here, we've got the potion storage. Now that's going to unlock a new area of your bank to store all of your potions so you don't have to waste your bank spaces on the 4, 3, 2, 1 doses. Little Easter egg players found with this one, you actually saved even more bank spaces when you would deposit your worn items and they would all drop to the ground in the middle of the bank and ultimately show up for other people to see. So little bonus reward for Jagex there. Nice of them to clear out even more for people. Now the reagent pouch, this is one I was really excited for because it holds 26 secondaries and now you can make 26 potions in one inventory instead of having to go 14 and 14. Huge for AFK, right? Well, let's give you a little demonstration of how this bad boy works. I've got my inventory set. Let's say we're making ranging potions, and beautiful, just like that, 26 potions. It feels pretty easy scape, you know, but I gotta get in on these rewards that they build. Everyone else is doing it. I should as well. But let's fast forward to the end of the inventory here, and once I pull out my secondaries here, they don't automatically go into the pouch. I've got to close my bank, fill it up, and then get the unfinished again. So I'm still interacting with the bank just as much. It may increase your AFK time for making the potions, but it also increases your bank interaction time. There is no fill option when you right click while you're in the bank interface, so I'm very satisfied that I chose to spend 8 hours getting this one. Lack of saltiness about those rewards aside though, there's also a cool entirely cosmetic reward set for the Alchemist robes, some potion packs if you're a sadist and you want to buy those for just random potions, and the secondary for the new Prayer Restore and Goading potion. But there is an important reward that's not in this shop, and that is of course what's been playing in the background this whole video, the new Peace and Prosperity music track. Absolute banger. It gives me long elevator ride with coworkers that I hate mixed with Wii Sports lobby music. Let's crank that bad boy up for our outro. This has been Mastering Mixology. I'll let you listen to this absolute rager while I throw my subscribe button and such on screen. Put those if you wanted to end early, but I don't know why you ever want to stop listening to this.